Have you ever felt a sudden wave of anger so strong it takes over your mind, your words, your actions? Maybe it's a small thing. Someone cuts you off in traffic, a friend says something careless, or your plans fall apart at the last minute. Suddenly, your heart is pounding, your fists are clenched, and you say or do things you regret. Later, you wonder, why can't I control my anger? Why does it feel so powerful, so automatic? You're not alone. In fact, anger is one of the most misunderstood emotions in the world. We're taught to hide it, suppress it, or count to 10 and hope it goes away. But the truth is, most of what we learn about anger doesn't work. The more we try to fight it, the stronger it becomes. Like a fire, anger feeds on resistance. The harder you try to stamp it out, the more it spreads. In the West, anger is often seen as a problem to be solved with willpower or therapy. But in Japan, there's a different approach, one that is rarely talked about outside of ancient circles. It's a technique so powerful, so effective, that it was once considered forbidden knowledge, passed down only among monks and samurai. This technique doesn't just suppress anger, it transforms it, turning the fire into fuel for growth, clarity, and peace. Today, I'm going to share with you the forbidden Japanese technique that can destroy anger forever if you practice it for just 7 days. This isn't a quick fix or a magic pill. It's a journey, a challenge, and a transformation. But if you're willing to try, you may never look at anger the same way again. Before we begin, let's understand why anger is so hard to control and why the usual advice fails. Anger isn't just an emotion. It's a signal from your mind and body that something feels threatened, unfair, or out of your control. It's ancient, wired deep into your brain for survival. But in the modern world, this ancient fire often burns out of control, hurting us and those we love. The forbidden Japanese technique doesn't fight anger. It doesn't shame you for feeling it. Instead, it teaches you to see anger clearly, to understand its roots, and to transform it into something powerful and positive. If you're ready to break free from the cycle of rage and regret, let's begin. For centuries, Japanese monks and samurai faced situations where anger could mean life or death. They needed a way to master their emotions, not just for themselves, but for the people they protected. The technique they developed is called Meikan, Neikwan, which means inner looking or self-reflection, but this isn't ordinary reflection. It's a structured, disciplined practice that changes the way you experience anger at its core. Meikan was once considered forbidden because it was so powerful. It was kept within temples and warrior schools, passed down only to those who had proven their discipline. But today you don't need to be a monk or a samurai to use it. You just need 7 days, an open mind, and a willingness to look within. Here's how the forbidden Japanese technique works. Step 1. The pause. Whenever you feel anger rising, don't react. Don't speak, don't act, don't even try to calm down, just pause. Imagine you are a samurai standing still in the middle of a storm. The pause is your shield. It gives you a moment of space between the trigger and your response. Step 2. The 3 questions. In this pause, ask yourself 3 questions, the heart of Neikan. What have I received from this person or situation? Even in anger, there is always something you have gained, a lesson, a warning, a chance to grow. What have I given to this person or situation? Reflect on your own actions, words, and energy. Have you contributed to the conflict, even in small ways? What troubles or difficulties have I caused? This is the hardest question, but also the most powerful. It shifts your focus from blame to understanding, from victim to creator. Step 3. The lotus breath. After reflecting on these questions, take 3 slow, deep breaths. Inhale calm, exhale tension. Imagine your anger dissolving, like ink in water, leaving clarity behind. Step 4. The release. Now, choose your response not from the heat of anger, but from the clarity of reflection. Maybe you need to speak up, maybe you need to let go, or maybe you need to forgive. The choice is yours, but it is no longer controlled by anger. This is the forbidden Japanese technique. It's simple, but not easy. It requires practice, honesty, and courage. But if you do it for 7 days, you will begin to see anger not as an enemy, but as a teacher. Let's make this real. For the next 7 days, I challenge you to use the forbidden Japanese technique every time you feel anger, no matter how small or big. Here's how to do it, step by step. Day 1. Awareness today. Your only goal is to notice when anger arises. Don't judge it, don't fight it. Just become aware. Keep a small notebook or use your phone to jot down each time you feel anger. even if it's just irritation or annoyance. Awareness is the first step to mastery. Day 2. The pause. Whenever you notice anger, practice the pause. Count to 5 in your mind. Feel the space between the trigger and your reaction. The space is where your power lives. Day 3. The 3 questions. Now add the 3 Nakan questions. Each time you pause, ask yourself, what have I received? What have I given? What troubles have I caused? Write your answers if you can. If not, just think them through. Day 4. The lotus breath. Combine the pause, the questions, and the lotus breath. 3 slow, deep breaths. Imagine your anger dissolving with each exhale. Day 5. The release. Today, focus on your response. After the pause, questions, and breath, choose your next action with intention. Maybe you walk away, maybe you speak calmly, maybe you forgive. Notice how different this feels from reacting in anger. Day 6. Reflection. At the end of the day, spend 5 minutes reflecting. What did you learn about your anger? What patterns did you notice? Where did you succeed and where did you struggle? This reflection is the soil where new habits grow. Day 7. Integration. On the final day, put it all together. Use the technique as often as you can. Notice how your relationship with anger has changed. Celebrate your progress, no matter how small. What to expect. At first, you may find it difficult. Anger is fast, and the pause can feel unnatural. You might forget to ask the questions or your mind may resist. That's normal. The key is to keep trying. Each time you practice, you are rewiring your brain, building new pathways of calm and clarity. By the end of 7 days, most people notice a shift. Anger loses its grip. You feel more in control, more peaceful, more powerful. The fire is still there, but now it warms you instead of burning you. Let's step back and see what you've accomplished. In just 7 days, you've learned a technique that was once forbidden, reserved for monks and warriors. You've faced your anger, not with fear or shame, but with curiosity and courage. You've discovered that anger is not your enemy. It's a messenger, a signal, a chance to grow. The forbidden Japanese technique is not just about destroying anger, it's about transforming it. When you pause, reflect, and breathe, you turn the fire of anger into the light of understanding. You become the master of your emotions, not their slave. Imagine your life from this new place. Conflicts become opportunities for growth. Annoyances become moments of mindfulness. Even the deepest rage can be transformed into compassion for yourself and for others. This is the lotus path. In Japanese culture, the lotus grows in muddy water, yet rises above it, pure and beautiful. Your anger is the mud. Your practice is the stem. Your peace is the flower. If you found value in this video, share it with someone who struggles with anger. Let's build a community of people who choose reflection over reaction, growth over blame, and peace over rage. And let me know in the comments, will you take the 7-day challenge? What did you learn about your anger? Your story matters. Your progress is real, and your journey is just beginning. Thank you for watching.